Hello and welcome to another video from here at blastprocess.com. My name's Dave.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're going to be talking about this little piece of kit. Now we've looked at the previous one of these before. This is the Hauppague HD PVR, only this is version 2 of the device. We've seen the original before, haven't we? That's what we've been using for our old videos.
Yes, yeah, it's what we use to capture our gameplay footage basically.
Now the main thing we'll jump to very quickly on this is the big step up for this. On the old one you used composite and component video cables, didn't you?
Yeah. This
one's all about HDMI.
Yeah, so this time around it's HDMI in and HDMI out. So it's just one cable and basically it's going to give you the best possible picture you can get from your HD consoles.
Exactly. Now it's very easy to set up, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. We've made a short setup video, so we'll link that in the bottom of the video and you'll be able to follow that, and it's dead simple. If we can do it,
it's
then
really straightforward.
Yeah.
You won't have any issues
No.
Getting your videos online. So what do we think? I mean,
Whoa.
What are its pros, what are its cons? What do we reckon?
Well, this is the device itself, which is tiny, Dave.
Yeah, compared to the old one.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the old one it looked quite nice.
It was a nice sturdy piece of kit.
Yeah. But this time around, they've just gone, it's super small, it's nice and slick. It kind of looks like a next generation console or something.
It does a little, doesn't
that's
it?
what we were thinking before. So it's a nice piece of kit to have next to your gaming setup. It's a bit of a show off, I think.
I mean, like you say, the main points are obviously now is HDMI.
Yeah.
And I think the big thing that they wanted, and I think you mentioned this the other day, is that they wanted to create a piece of kit that could seamlessly be sitting next to your TV and you wouldn't have to mess around with it, that you could record footage,
Yeah.
or you could just play your games and you don't have to unplug anything.
No.
Now, with a lot of other PVRs, you need to unplug and replug them in to get the best quality out. You know, if you just want to go online, you don't want to record anything, you just want to play a game, but you want to play it in the highest quality possible, sometimes you have to unplug all the cables, make sure you run it through HDMI, or for other ones that do run through the PVRs in a high quality, you would have to still switch your laptop on because it will be set up, or you'd have to unplug all that.
Yeah, it seems to be one of the big advantages is to have this connected up to your consoles. You only need this actual device plugged in to still get an image to your TV. Like you say, in the older ones you had to have it plugged into your PC, that had to be booted up, and then this had to be obviously turned on as well. And it was a lot of rigmarole just to get your gameplay on your TV. But all you need is plugged into the mains and it'll still do a direct feed to your TV.
So regardless of if you want to do any filming or not,
yeah.
you can just switch this device on, make sure it's plugged in, and just play your game.
Exactly, yeah.
Without touching your computer or laptop.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Another good feature that they've added is a one-touch button record. So as you can see there, it's basically a simple button, press that, and as long as the software is all set up ready to go, press that, that'll record straight away. Press it again and it'll stop. So you don't need to lean over, sort out your PC and click your mouse and click record. You can put that on the floor and press it with your foot, or just lean over and press it.
Probably wouldn't recommend it, but you could do it.
Yeah,
it is possible.
Yeah.
It's just for ease, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, which is really cool. Another feature that they've added is it's something I don't think they had on the old PVR, and now you can put like a watermark or a logo or something embedded into your videos.
Yes.
Before it hits YouTube or whatever, it's got your stamp on it.
Yeah.
Where it'd be a date, a logo, text, whatever. So it for copyright, that's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a cool thing to put your mark on your videos. I mean, we all spend time practicing and playing games and having fun with them. Just kind of cool to let other people know that you're the one that made this video.
Yeah.
So
because people do nick videos.
Yeah.
So if somebody does pinch your video or share it and doesn't link it to your YouTube page, then at least it's got your mark in it.
Yeah,
as long as you haven't edited it out. But, at least the original has your mark on it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And I think how especially games like Call of Duty, how popular this type of thing's become, it's kind of cool just to get your name out there.
Yeah.
To YouTube or other websites, just say, yeah, I made this video. So yeah, I think that's a pretty cool feature.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm trying to think about it. I mean, but one thing that did nearly put me off this was that with the old one, obviously with it using composite and component leads, this one at first glance doesn't look like you can use it with all consoles.
Yeah.
But we have done a little bit more research, and it is actually possible, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can buy an adapter so that you can plug your standard red, white and yellow cables in, so you can still get footage off, say, a Dreamcast.
Yeah, because initially it
something.
looks like it's purely for the hardcore like consoles, like the HD consoles, but like I said, you can buy separate cables, so you can use standard AV cables, like I said, like your Dreamcast or the older NES from Nintendo's and stuff like that. So you can still record those, which we do it ourselves. A lot of people are still into, you know, recording all the gameplay footage. It's not just about HD, but when you record old consoles through one of these, it does look amazing. It looks better than it does on your TV somehow. It's like just nice, crisp and clear. If you check out some of our older console videos,
Like from our first level series.
yeah, they look perfect. It's almost like it's not come from that machine. It's just.
I think like one of the last ones to do was a NES one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think, and that looks
Adventure
real
Island
high
2.
resolution.
Yeah, search for that video and it just looks fantastic.
The piece of kit comes with everything you need, including the software, all the cables and stuff. Actually, one thing we might quickly mention is the PS3.
Yes.
With the Xbox, run a standard HDMI cable. It's fine. It comes with two, doesn't it? You know, one for input, one for output. The PS3 though, due to some sort of encryption or some sort of...
Yeah, it's a Sony's end. Not to do with the device itself, it's more for Sony's end. Basically, they blocked it so you can't copy from a HDMI source. You need to use the AV component workaround. But it still records in HD, it's just not a HDMI cable in and out.
But it does come with one.
Yes, comes
Yeah.
with a cable.
So before you think, oh great, that's another thing I've got to buy, it does actually come in the box. So I think that's good, quite good value for money, really. You know, they could have had that as an add-on.
I can see that cable being expensive if you had to buy it because it's a special port, you know, for it to work.
Yeah. Do you think there's any sort of major disadvantages, maybe to this PVR?
Apart from it won't necessarily record AV consoles out of the box, you need to purchase that separate cable.
Yeah.
But it is more advertised for the HD era.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't think it's not much of a downside. But
I don't think the adapter
a lot
is
of people
probably that
won't
expensive.
use it, will they? So.
No, that's true. I mean, the PlayStation thing isn't their fault.
No.
And they've provided a workaround in the box, which is really good. The software is okay, isn't it?
Yeah, software's fine.
It uses ArcSoft.
Does its job. Yeah. We don't use it to upload our videos. We use Cyberlink's Power Director to use that. But to capture it, it works fine.
Doesn't seem to be any
problems.
Any major issues.
No.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, I've not really come across with any major faults with it yet. From recording various things.
The only thing that did happen is because we've used the previous one, we had an older version of the ArcSoft software, and you need to completely uninstall that first before you try and set this up, because otherwise you may have a couple of problems getting your picture to show all the software to work correctly. So if you've used this before, get rid of the older software and install the new one on a fresh install.
Cool.
And from there you'll be fine.
So if you had the choice, would you have paid to upgrade the last PVR to this one?
I think I would, just purely for the fact of it's smaller and obviously the HDMI. It just means I can have it always connected to my consoles, and it's just less cables. Always going to have cables.
Yeah,
but
that's a big thing for me. I don't like unplugging and replugging things back in. So if I can somehow get around that, then I try to. You know, a TV with plenty of HDMI ports, so I'm not constantly changing around. So
it's cool that you can have, because the PS3 uses a different cable. You can have your PlayStation plugged in and your Xbox plugged in at the same time.
Yeah.
And then all you need to do is just change the source on your TV.
Yeah.
So you'll never need to unplug it again.
Just make sure it's powered on.
Yeah, as long as it's powered on, then you're good to go.
Yeah. So that's cool. I mean, I'm very impressed. I think it's pretty reasonably priced in most retailers as well. So the only slight downside, having to buy, for myself anyway, having to buy a cable for older consoles, but I can't see them being very expensive from the quick look I've had. They don't
Not
seem
for
to
an
be.
AV cable, no.
No,
It should be
they might have to have a
standard.
specific port, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But I don't think they're very expensive really.
No.
So yes. So yeah, any final thoughts from you, Mike? You think of anything else that we've not really covered?
No, I think it's pretty much it. It's just, well, look at it, it's tiny.
And it's sturdy. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice. Well put together.
Yeah. I don't really even know what other features they could add to them, really. I guess they'll go smaller again.
Yeah.
Uh,
It glows around the outside.
yeah.
It's quite nice. Quite a nice cosmetic feature there.
But no, it's a good piece to add to your gaming setup. And if you're looking at recording HD, especially, then it's the one to get, I would say.
That's what it's all about. It's all about high definition.
Yeah.
All about high definition. Well, I think that wraps up this video. Like Mike's mentioned, there is a how-to guide to set one up. It's pretty straightforward, but just in case you're a bit unsure about buying one, or if you've bought one and you've never used a PVR before, it might be quite handy, mightn't it?
Yeah, well, if you have any problems or questions, just give us a shout. Just remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to see any more products like this that we review for you.
Yeah. So for now, I think that's it. Thanks for watching.
Yep, cheers.
I thought it went really well.
That's all right.
Not